Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new episode. We're here now in Siargao. It was an eventful boat ride getting here. Okay, so we spent most of yesterday here at the hotel or the resort. It did rain quite a lot, so we had a look around the room, and what a lovely room it is. We also had lunch and we had dinner too, and they were some fantastic meals. We've looked at what there is to do, and there's two tours that we're going to do. So we're going to book one in for tomorrow, and hopefully we're going to book one in for Wednesday. Looking at Siargao, we're going to be probably staying in the general Luna area itself. It's kind of called Tourist Row or Tourist Drive, and that's probably where we're going to be staying. But for today, we're going to head into general Luna itself. We're going to catch a trike. Supposedly it costs around 150 pesos, so let's wait for that to arrive and make our way into general Luna. Really colourful, yeah. Hey guys, we've just finished our first full day here. We hadn't really got much planned, but we did get the tuk-tuk down to General Luna. We weren't really sure where to go, so we just said, where should we go? And he said, let's take you to the market.
It was like a local market full of like fruit.
From there, it was just a case of just walking around a couple of shops, kind of getting to know the local area, yeah. Tomorrow we're going to do a private boat tour. But anyway, yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow. Good morning everybody, and welcome to our 3-island tour. We're at the first island here now, Guam Island. Welcome to the second island. This island is what they call Naked Island. It's called Naked Island simply because there is nothing else here. It literally is just a small sandbar. Welcome to Daku Island. This is the biggest island on the 3-island boat tour, and this is where we'll also be having lunch. She said on here we probably want to spend at least 2 hours, so let's go explore and have some lunch and enjoy the final island on this trip.
So we just had food. It was really nice, very unexpected because obviously there was only two of us, and they brought this like giant table down full of all these different foods, which was so good. There was no knife and fork, so we had to use gloves, but that's fine, it's all part of the experience. Probably gonna jump in the water but then head back onto the boat and head back to the hotel now.
The engine on this boat is so loud, but it's a great crossing. You see the bottom the whole way. When it gets super light blue, it's just sand, and then as the water gets a bit darker, that's just rock. But yeah, super clear sea, super loud engine. But we're back at the port now at the end of our 3-island tour. So to finish off the day, we've come to Isla Cucina. I think that's how you say it. We came here yesterday to have a quick drink. We saw the menu and we definitely thought we'd come back we saw the pizzas. I think that was the main reason we came back. So I had a pizza and you had a
club sandwich, I think, and fries. And then we got 2 chocolate and strawberry waffles for dessert, and they were really good. Super full up now though, so I think we're going to head back to the hotel.
Good morning. So it's been a few days since we last recorded anything. Last couple of days we've been up to a few bits actually. We've been for a walk along the beach. I went for a haircut. We've eaten out in a few nice places. I also went for a run with Siargao Running Club, and we went just as the sun was setting. As you can see here, as we were crossing the bridge and everybody was watching the sun set, it was more like seeing everybody was celebrating us doing our 5k. But today we're on another tour. The pickup was between 7 and half 7, but it's 10 to 7 and the guy knocks on our door telling us that he's here. So we rushed quickly and we've jumped in the back of, this is not a tuk-tuk, this is more like a open van. This is going to be a long day tour and it was a little bit more expensive, this one. So let's go and enjoy today's tour. So that was the boat we caught over, and boy, it was super loud. I'm definitely going to put the ear defenders on the way back. I'm also a little bit unsure about this trip. When we got to the hotel, they gave us like 5 or 6 brochures to look at, and we just picked any one. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen today, where we're going, what we're going to see, what activities we're going to be doing. So as we show you this, we're also going to find out for the first time. Okay, so this is really starting to feel like a bit of an adventure now. They've been saying that we've got 3 stops to do before lunch. The first one is where we're going to do some cliff diving. The second one, they're saying we have to enter a cave, but if the water's too high or the tide is in, we've got to swim underwater to get into the cave. And then the final one is a jellyfish lagoon, and then we go for lunch. And you can probably tell the noise of the boats is really loud, and to make it even more of an adventure as well, it's also raining quite hard outside. So let's enjoy this first stop where I think they said it was cliff diving. I really have to duck.
Picture! Okay, picture tayo sir. Pwede ako mag-picture. Para may remembrance naman kayo.
Can we just get on there safely first?
Okay guys, nice to the cam. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, delicious. One more. 1, 2, 3, smile. So on sign sir.
So the first stop is the jellyfish lagoon. He says it's about 3 meters deep and most of the jellyfish are going to be at the bottom. So that means I've got to go in with the camera to go and see them. So let's get in the water.
Want that, sir? Gusto ko si... Patingin ka,
tapos kung visible yung ano. So here I am in the water. Can't really see much under the water. So the guy goes down and gets some of the jellyfishes and brings them back up. But yeah, some parts are really warm and then some parts are really cold. But this is the jellyfish lagoon. So the next stop now is the cliff diving, but apparently we need to walk through a cave first, so we've got to put our helmets on and that's where our slip is as well. So let's make our way through this small cave, see how tall this cliff really is. If it's too tall I probably won't do it, but if it's shallow enough I'll be doing it. But look. A little bit small.
I hope na understand.
Yeah.
So inside we have 35 meters and then also we're climbing the 18 feet.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We need to dive. Maximum. Yes, sir. Ready?
Welcome back.
Ito yung klaseng ng box na hindi na lalaki. This is going to happen.
Made it through the underwater cave, climbed up the rock face. Now we've got to move down just a little bit so we can jump off the cliff. Ready?
Ready? Okay. Oh my God, lovers!
Just a final one now. This is the underwater cave. He said about 5 or 6 seconds under the water or under the cave to get into a snorkeling area. So let's get into the water, hold our breath for 5 to 6 seconds and hopefully we'll get to the other side.
Count to 1, 2, 3. Each you can hold your breath. 1, 2, 3.
We made it inside the cave. It was only maybe 2 or 3 seconds, if that, yeah. I know he said 8 on the boat, but it's 2 or 3 seconds. And you could probably go in without anybody helping either, just take a deep breath. And just, you can see more or less around as well. Okay, ready?
really hoping those videos turned out well on the Insta360. It's the first time I've really kind of used it, especially taking it underwater into some of those caves. But how cool was that? Swimming with the jellyfish, they were obviously right at the bottom, so you couldn't really get down unless you could swim deep. They go to the bottom simply because that's where the salty water is, compared to the top was more like just stream water. Then we went to the cliff diving, and that was quite cool in that cave where you saw all the bats, so you had to climb up and then jump off the top. And then the final one then was the underwater cave. We had to swim underwater for maybe 2 or 3 seconds to go into, they kind of call it a luminous green water. But yeah, I really hope those clips turned out okay on the Insta360, but now we are off for lunch. So for lunch we just made our way to one of the areas called Nakiawit, I think it was. As you can see from behind me, if the camera moves quick enough, the rain is literally about to come in. But the lunch was nice. It was one of those tables again that we had the other day, where there's loads of food on the table and then you just pick what you wanted. We've only got like 5 more minutes on this place before we need to get back on the boat, and then I think that is the end of the tour. It sounds like it, but like as usual, you're going to find out as we do.
So it's the next morning after a pretty good day, I would say. Very different to the one that we did just solo.
Yeah, I think yesterday was probably one of my favourite days of the trip so far. But today we've got a bit of a mission. So yesterday, somebody who's been following us on Instagram, a friend from back home in Manchester, said, "Dave, I know where you are. You have to go and check this place out. This place does the world's best Eggs Benedict, and he's given us the task to go there and get a picture for him on the beach. But first of all, let's get out of our pajamas and find appropriate clothing for this mission."
So we've found out the name of the place that we've got to go and find, and it is Bravo Beach Resort. So Dave's going to head up to reception now to order us a tuk-tuk, and then we'll make our way there.
Morning. Can we order a tuk-tuk, please? Bravo Resort. Thank you. I think the tuk-tuk driver must also know we're on some sort of mission, and seems to be overtaking every single person to get us there as quick as possible. Thank you. Table for 2, please. You okay? My friend saw that I was in Siargao, and he said this is the best place to come for Eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not usually a fan of Eggs Benedict simply because of the hollandaise sauce, but Bo, just for you, I'm going to give it a go. So she claimed it was the best on the island, you said it was the best on the island, so let's wait for it to arrive and really check out if it is the best Eggs Benedict. Thank you. So let's give this a try. First of all, let's remove the hamster food. Is it as good as Bo says? Eggs looked okay. Hollandaise sauce. I just don't like hollandaise sauce. But the eggs looked poached well. bread is really soft, ham's tasty, just that sauce. But what do I know anyway? I'm not the one that usually eats this. The person that eats this is holding the camera now. So let's ask Holly what she thinks of the Eggs Benedict.
I think it's really nice. I would often order this, and yeah, it's definitely one of the nicest I've ever had. So yeah, good shout, both.
So that was the Eggs Benedict mission sorted at Bravo Resort. We haven't really got much else planned for today. Tomorrow though, we've got a land tour on a tuk-tuk. So we'll see you all in the morning. Good morning everybody and welcome to our last day here in Siargao. Today we've decided to spend it in a tuk-tuk. The reason being, most of the drivers that have the tuk-tuks offer land tours. So we thought we'll try something different. So we've been getting the same tuk-tuk driver most days now, and he offered us a land tour, so we booked one in. I think for the full day it's about 2,000 peso. Yeah, 2,000 peso for the day. He's given us a list of itinerary of places that we're going to see. But as usual, as it's been all holiday so far since we've been in Siargao, it's raining again. Anyway, let's go along for this tuk-tuk drive as we go for a land tour.
So welcome to the first stop of the day, which is Masin Coconut View. As you can see, it's huge, and there's just coconuts literally everywhere.
Welcome to the second stop on the tuk-tuk journey. Now we're at Masin River. Just like that, it's raining again. The third stop was supposed to be Magubunku Lagoon, I think it was called, but it's temporarily closed because he said they're doing some sort of regeneration work there. So he's brought us down to the beach instead, and we can kind of see the rock pools and the lagoons over in the distance to the right there. But as you can see from the clouds, it looks like it's going to rain again any moment now. It just keeps raining and then stopping and raining and stopping. But this might be one of the nicest beaches there is here in Siargao. It's not busy at all. You've got loads of locals swimming in the sea. It's super clear, loads of sand everywhere. Yeah, it's probably one of the nicest beaches we've seen on the island so far. Welcome to the next stop on this tuk-tuk tour. Now we're at Pacific Beach. The sand is really deep as you walk through it. There's quite a few people surfing, and what we've noticed as well is there's loads of drones in the air as well. So I think this is the place to come if you definitely wanted to get a drone shot. But how nice is this beach? Rodil, the driver, was just saying that Pacifico Beach really got hammered during the 2021 typhoon that came through. He said it was probably one of the most popular places, and it's definitely got the longest beach here on the island. But when the typhoon came through, it ruined so much of it. And as you can see from some of the clips, you can see some of the palm trees are still being snapped in half. And that's how powerful that typhoon was, literally snapping these trees in half. A lot of the work is still going on, trying to get it all built back up. But yeah, it was devastating by the sounds of it, how powerful that typhoon was. Quick update, I'll give you 5 seconds to guess what it started to do again. Yeah, you guessed it, it started to rain again. But the rain seems to come as fast as it goes, so hopefully this little shower will pass over quite quickly as well. I think he said we've got about 3 more stops to go, so let's hope the rain stops by the time we get to our next stop.
So one of the final stops on this tour is
Algeria Sands. This is the most northern tip of the island.
really nice white sandy beach. All the beaches here are so clean as well. Everyone takes a lot of care to look after the beaches.
Welcome to Danjung's Pirate Cave. Danjuk Cave was really good fun, especially going into some of those other caves where we got to see the turtles there and the bats. Welcome to Tak Tak Falls. He was just saying then that due to all the rain that there's been today, you can't see the bottom, but usually when there's been no rain for a few days, it's quite clear and lots of people go swimming and there's quite a few fish in the water then too. So maybe it's a good reason to come back when it's not raining so we can actually go for a swim in Tak Tak Falls. Morning guys, so it's time to leave Siargao. The first thing we need to do is jump in the bus and make our way to the airport. From what I've heard, this is a pretty small airport, so let's just hope we can take off. But from Siargao we go to Cebu and then finally we make our way all the way to Puerto Princesa. But first of all, let's get on the plane. Southampton airport was a small airport. That was until we got to Siargao airport. It had everything we need, like a little shop, we got some food, we had drinks, got toilets and everything like that. You walk through one door, you put your bag through, bag gets checked in, you then go through passport control, which is literally 2 steps later, and then from there then you then sit and wait for the plane. But we're on that plane now. We've got 2 stops to make. We're going to land in Cebu. We've got about an hour in Cebu and then it's another 1.5 hour flight all the way over to Puerto Princesa. So we're on the final flight now over to Puerto Princesa.